All right. Grab your milk, everybody. It's time for C&C Bros.
Hey guys, so tonight is kind of a very unceremonious stream.
I mean, don't say it
Lots of
like
things.
that.
I mean, lots of things are different. Number one, George is kind of drunk.
No, not really.
Have you started drinking yet?
I mean, yeah, but I'm not. No.
George, if we say that you're drunk, you will get more views.
I mean, I'm bound to get there halfway through, so it's not that big of a deal, right? It's all about the journey, not the destination.
You hear
Of
that,
course.
ladies and gentlemen? It's promised.
We promise to bring you drunk George, and then maybe one day drunk Brian. God help you all though if that happens.
We would actually need video for that.
Yeah, we need video for that.
We'd actually need to do like a podcast where we're all sitting down together and have face cam.
No, if we're all sitting together, you'll be perched on someone's shoulder.
That's true. I have this odd habit, even when I'm not drunk, of perching, and it just gets magnified. But enough of that. So we don't. I planned this to be a kind of short stream because haven't really come up with like anything to talk about like specifically, but we might end up rambling and just coming up with our own little topics and whatnot because we like to ramble here. It's a good thing. But I wanted to go ahead and start off on the topic of Keijo because that's a thing now in this new
I
season
still
of
need
anime.
to catch that first episode, but I'm hearing good. Like, a friend of mine is really hype about it. It's all over his Twitter and his Facebook. Like, Keijo has changed this man's life.
Well, I won't go that far yet because it's only been one episode, but I did end up watching like all of it like this morning when I woke up because I was like, well, it'd be kind of embarrassing if I was watching that and my parents just happened to like, walk into my room during the nighttime, you know what I'm saying?
Wow, chickle, wow, wow.
And they just see a giant ass in the clouds. That was
In the cloud.
that's what I sent
saw
you guys.
that image, actually.
That was beautiful. Like, honest to God, that was probably the most meme-worthy like shot that I could have come up with in that entire episode. I actually did
People's
see it.
desktop backgrounds right now.
I saw a post on the IGN Anime Club group. Someone said that I think that this counts as like the most meme-worthy episode I've ever seen of any anime ever. And I went back and I watched it, or I just went ahead and watched it. I didn't go back and do anything, but I have to agree with them because there was a lot of moments in there, or there were a lot of moments where it was just you could take almost any sentence in that entire anime and just take it out of context with what's actually happening on screen. Sorry, I'm watching Screen Queens, and that's kind of on the brain.
I mean, yeah, you good.
But
On the screen.
but basically, it's. I'm assuming I don't know what Japan does, but I'm assuming this is a fictional water sport where you basically just wrestle with your tits and your ass.
Have you never played Dead or Alive Extreme?
Have you never been on Pornhub?
I was going for something a little more subtle.
That's adult wrestling, Shelly. They're professionals.
What? You mean mommy and daddy aren't?
Actually wrestling? No, I'm sorry.
Perfect KO.
But no, basically, it was a fun ride. I actually caught myself like a little suspenseful, like watching the action because I got really wrapped up in it, like without meaning to.
I mean, end of the day, it's
because
a sport.
Yeah,
Maybe not the most, common of sports. But
Don't compare it to
with...
Kuroko's.
It honestly made me think of Kuroko's, though.
Oh my god!
Like, think of Kuroko's, like, but with DxD characters.
Oh.
That's basically what we have here. Except no bare tits. It's just, normal censored tits.
You gotta do it for the kids.
Yeah.
Accidentally super.
Too.
our PG-13 audience.
Well, Brian, are you happy it's starting to set in?
Yeah, I'm noticing that as we speak.
It's all. Well, I mean, you have to see me. Like, I'm playing SF5, playing survival mode with Urian, and I'm just throwing out raw supers. Well aware that Urian super doesn't work like that. What am I doing?
Ladies and gentlemen, this is how this man can tell that he's drunk. He's making stupid mistakes in Street Fighter V and enjoying them. But,
Wait, so what's the sport actually called in the show?
It's called Keijo.
Uh-huh.
I think with the English translation of it is like hitboxing
Ha!
or something like that.
Hitboxing. I like it.
Yeah, hitboxing or some shit. I don't know, but I know that like eventually we're gonna get into the weird, like ridiculous, like manifestation of butts and tits, like as animals. Because like I saw like a manga cap of like one girl, like her ass like personified by a wolf. It's like she got a stand in her ass.
It's like Wolf Fang ass.
Yeah, that's kind of what it is. And this like the main character like does some crazy acrobatic shit, and she's just jumping all over the place, like repelling like this one girl that like legitimately knocks out her opponents by like slamming her ass like right up under their chin and like knocking them unconscious.
It's the equivalent of an uppercut.
Yeah,
It is a shoryuken, but with a butt. So,
and there was kind of and the girl that was doing like the uppercuts with the ass, like she was pretty cute. Like all of them are cute to an extent, I guess, if you think about it. But like she was the only one that like caught my attention like immediately because she's got a cute voice, she's got a cute hairstyle, and she's got that yandere flair. And you know how I feel about those.
Shoryu Denbu.
Yes. I don't know what he said.
I mean, you mentioned like the butt uppercut, and I'm like, all right, Shoryuken, because it's like Rising Dragon Fist or Piercing Dragon Fist. So replace fist with butt, and you got Shoryu Denbu or something like that. Yeah,
dim booty.
Buttocks to be specific, but.
But my verdict is it's a fine show. Like it made me really. I remembered like the guy from Prison School, like the headmaster, who was all about ass. And I can't.
Prison School come back.
I don't know. I thought it was like supposed to come back this season, or something like that, like next year.
I don't think it comes back this season.
It might come back in the spring if we're lucky. Because I swear to God, they said that it had like a year until it came back.
Well, I watched that rugby anime.
You did?
Yeah.
All out?
Yeah.
That
it
is
was,
a thing.
It was on Crunchyroll.
Yeah, I saw it. I just didn't watch it.
I mean, the first episode was okay. You only saw like maybe 15 seconds of actual rugby play because they were like forming the team first.
Yeah.
Trying to get people.
Like free.
Yeah.
I guess that's kind of what I liked about Keijo, is that they immediately threw you into the action instead of like, because they know that's what you want to see, and they have to interest you somehow, so they have to show the actual sport first and through a flashback.
I mean, I saw how it's going to be from the opening, and I'm fine with waiting for right now.
Yeah. Yeah, I just spent my time this morning. I watched the newest Naruto, and yesterday I watched all of ReZero again. Or not all of it again, but like the last 3 episodes that I haven't seen. And I tried to...
I skipped all around that episode.
I mean, I don't blame you. Some of it was good.
How many of the same flashback did we see in the last episode?
I don't blame you. Like, there were a few good scenes, and there were some things I'm just like, what are you doing? Harriet.
other than when they were on the ground and it looked like movie quality because they didn't actually have to animate anything.
Yeah, the art was just really good for that one still.
Yeah, the art was fantastic right there.
Like, the best way I could describe it is like a very drawn-out but poignant episode. Because, I mean, content-wise, it all makes sense. It's just that we've seen the same fucking flashbacks over and over again that, like, the poignancy of the moment is lost.
I mean, I kind of like Sasuke's realization that
he had friends.
Yeah, like he was like, I was alone too. I was like, I'm pretty positive everyone liked you. You just chose to be alone.
I liked
the real One Piece was the adventure we took the whole time.
God, I think my favorite part of the episode was it was just a small thing. Like besides the ending, because everybody likes that, but it was when Naruto was talking to Sasuke, and they were like on the or by the swing or something, and he's talking, and all of a sudden,
swing.
Well, all of a sudden, like in the middle of the conversation, he just like winces and he looks at his arm, and then he disappears. I'm like, oh well, shit. I guess he woke up.
Yeah, I was like, oh, okay. I guess he woke up.
And Sasuke
gonna look at his arm too.
I was waiting for Sasuke to look at his arm, but then he had like Itachi flashbacks. I was like, oh, this is kind of nice. He's going through like his own personal like come to Jesus
whatever
moment.
You want to call it.
Yeah,
he's come to Naruto moment.
Yeah,
because Naruto's Jesus.
Exactly.
He brought Guy back to life.
You heard it here first, folks. Naruto is actually Jesus.
Yo, I'm gonna laugh if we die and Naruto's Jesus.
It'll be one of those weird things where like God takes on the image of what you believe God to be like, and then someone dies and just looks at God and it looks like Naruto. He's like, what the fuck?
I don't know. I figure if that's his perception of what he's supposed to be like, I figure he'd be more excited than that.
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
more excited than surprised.
That's true. I guess the surprise would be like, oh wait, is this character for real or what? I don't know.
This is just like one of my Japanese animes.
My animes.
Oh, Otacon.
Did you see the preview for the next episode?
It looked like filler, but I know that it's not.
Yeah. Animation is horrible. Like, oh my god. Now I just want to go on the IGN anime club and just go, man, look at this animation for this week. One Piece will never have animation like this.
Well, like, the weird thing about the preview was that like they didn't show anything that was canon. They didn't show anything, so it's hard for me to tell whether or not with the title's like Naruto Uzumaki, right? I mean, so
the next thing was just them at the gate, wasn't it? Like after.
Yeah, that was like the entire second half of that chapter.
Because they're just going to be doing filler in the novels from now on until they actually get to chapter 700, like assholes.
I think what they're going to do because the title of the episode is Naruto Uzumaki, right?
Yeah.
I think what they'll do at the end of next episode, if it ends at the gate, they'll do like a quick sneak peek to him being Hokage and him just standing at the village with like the back of his cloak, but they won't show anything else, and then they'll go into filler after that.
Nope, there's no reason to do that.
We'll go straight
because they have an actual canon episode of that.
True.
And a full feature-length movie.
Well, Period, they like to do useless things over and over again. Ooh, I just thought of a good topic for discussion.
What that?
We can do it later, but like at the end of the video, so I'll give you guys time to think about it. What are some villains that you absolutely love to death, but are also terrified as shit when they're on screen? Like the villains that have the most presence out of all like the anime and like game villains that you've seen.
As much as I like this topic, I think you're just looking for an excuse to talk about Griffith.
Yes. Well, I mean, he's one of them, but like another one of mine would be like Sephiroth because like they both have the same kind of. I mean,
mine's Ash.
He is a villain in his own right.
I'm terrified to see him on Scream.
On Scream?
Damn it!
Brian, what are you playing?
I don't know what... I'm not playing
What you're
shit.
playing?
I'm still playing Street Fighter.
Is Laura
That
still
young
with you?
survival mode. She never came over.
Oh.
She lives there.
I see how it is.
Not anymore.
You didn't want to be on stream.
She doesn't live in your apartment anymore?
No.
Oh, well, I don't know. All right.
She was staying there like over the summer so she could like take classes and work for the department and stuff. Now she's in a dorm.
Okay.
Matt, our old roommate, his little sister moved in now.
I've never met him. Her. Anybody. I only know Georgio and Jahari and you.
Yeah, I only knew my main man, Jahari.
I only think like, Lily's a big part of your group, right?
Lily?
Yeah.
Yeah.
As much as, like, I've heard about her, I only think, like, I've met her, like, one time, and, like, the 2.5 years that, like, I knew of her.
Well, yeah,
Fair.
Brian, we never went outside.
Well, yeah, we never went outside.
Also fair.
I knew all these people. Well, that was the weird thing. Like, I knew most of Georgia's friends, like, by proxy, because I'd see them all over, like, online and shit. And it'd be fine, but, like, at the same time, it's like, I feel, it's weird that, like, I know so much about these people's likes and interests through Facebook posts and shit like that, but I've never actually met some of them in person.
Very rarely anybody in QCC has met Reggie in person.
I mean, I haven't. Have I? I don't remember.
Unless you used to come to the store when he worked there. Nah. Which I'm pretty sure you might have.
Was he over at Kiana's?
Huh?
Was he the guy that came over to Kiana's birthday party or whatever? Or party or whatever we had that one time we were over playing Smash?
No, that was Tommy.
Okay, Tommy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've never met Reggie.
Which, I mean, you met Tommy and not Reggie. That's kind of weird. But anyway, topic.
I heard Makarov died.
Did he? Is there even a new chapter out?
Yeah, updated today, according to Martin.
That's
he was
weird.
asking me if I read.
Yeah, I heard Makarov died for the 5th time.
I don't doubt it.
It's not on Manga Stream, so that must be one of those other sites.
I think he goes somewhere else for his.
Maybe it's Kiss Manga. I don't know. I mean, I don't care if he's dead.
Brian,
I mean, he'll come back.
I mean, yeah, he'll come back, but I don't care if he's dead. Like, I stopped caring about...
I finally caught up, and I was like, oh, okay.
E&D's not cool enough. That's all I have to say about Fairy Tail right now. Like, other than the whole like Juvia like dying dick tease, E&D's just not cool enough. Like, if he doesn't have more transformations, and if he doesn't get more evil, which there's no reason he shouldn't, then I'm gonna call bullshit.
You know who has more
transformations? Frieza.
Monkey D. Luffy.
That's true.
You know who needs more transformations?
He's got Fat Man now.
You know who needs more transformations?
Who?
1010.
1010 doesn't need any transformations. She's too OP.
Tamari needs more transformations because I need to see more of her.
Was that a euphemism?
I don't know. I wouldn't mind some of Ino.
I mean, Ino's really good at Storm.
Yeah, Ino was getting good in the war.
Ino grew on me. Still don't like her that much, though.
It's better than Sakura.
Fair point.
I like how everybody in the war got, like, something to do besides Tenten and Kiba.
Well, What do you mean? 10-10 got a lot to do. She got the tools and then did nothing with them.
She set those 2 people free that we never cared about.
Ginkaku and Kinkaku?
No, the other got people that got sucked in with them.
I don't know who got sucked in with them.
Oh, the 2 people from the Cloud Village?
Yeah.
Man, that white girl's hot.
Yeah.
Darui, Omui, B, and I don't know who else.
Nah, it wasn't Darui. My man Darui don't get captured like that.
You're right.
He's cool.
I'm just listing off people in hopes I remember. That was actually so long ago. I have no recollection.
I know, it's almost like that part of the war doesn't even exist.
Right?
It's like almost like it was irrelevant.
It's almost like the war doesn't exist.
Didn't someone do a timeline of Shippuden and like figure out that it like
it only took the course of like 6 months?
Yeah, that's bullshit. Because you got to think about it.
I mean,
6 months. And in 6 months' time, Naruto went from a scrub who was barely better than he was in Part 1 to God.
I don't know if he was barely better than he was in Part 1.
He was better, but they said the only reason why Sasuke was so much better was because he did like a whole bunch of illegal drugs and shit.
Because, I mean, mind you, like, he had Sage Mode before the war.
Yeah.
He did. He never used it anymore, besides
but
like a few times.
Naruto got so much stronger without using drugs. But granted,
Sage Mode is drugs, and he also has the fucking QB.
Yeah, man, he does Toad.
That didn't mean anything until the 5 Kage Summit.
It really didn't.
Did you know that every Toad, when you lick a Toad, you're licking every other Toad that Toad's been with?
I hope Gamabunsa doesn't mind then.
I fucking love that Family Guy episode.
I like Gamakichi.
Everybody likes Gamakichi.
That's because he done grew up on your boy.
What about Gamatsu, or whatever his name was?
They may as well have used
Gamatatsu?
Gamatatsu, yeah.
I don't know why they didn't.
Gamatatsu was funny as hell in the fillers.
They should have put him up against Pain. Why'd you create this Toad if you weren't going to do it?
He was so funny. He was created in the manga so that he could come back as filler. It's
Naruto!
It's like how Foxy became like a 10-chapter thing in One Piece and then came back as like haunted our filler nightmares.
Yo, watch Foxy come back in canon.
I swear to God, Oda would do it too.
I'm sure he would.
And he's like a general of a Yonko because he works really well with their abilities.
Yo, Luffy's probably going to have 2 more Gear 4 forms.
That he just makes up on the spot, because you know he hasn't made this before.
Well, his first one's like for offense, his second one's for defense. One's probably just
that one for speed.
And then another one's probably just like a special attack thing.
He even stretches out and everything. Luffy is Deoxys.
No, the fourth one is just him going Gear 5 for one move.
But we won't get Gear 5 for like a long ass time.
I think we'll probably stop at Gear 5.
Well, yeah, Brian, we can't have another 2-year time skip. At least I don't think.
I mean, you say that.
We're like 70%. No. We're 70% done with the story. I don't think you can have another 2-year time skip.
Yeah, I don't think we'll get another big time skip like that. It'll probably be like 6 months or so, if we get any.
Oh, he just dabbed on me.
And they have to be in a coma. So trapped on an island. And they don't age. But everyone else does. They get no stronger. Everyone else gets stronger. But yet, the people who got stronger are still weaker than you. Which makes no sense. Because it's been 7 years.
Remember that time they were supposed to train? You remember that time they were supposed to train for the Grand Magic Games, but they ended up dicking around to the Spirit King's realm and then wasted all that time?
Getting stronger anyway.
Because of bullshit.
Oh my god. That match was close.
I was like, oh my god, they're going to train. And then they didn't.
I have to fight Taukaka. This is going to be fun.
Hiro Mashima, all you had to do was give me 1 chapter of them training. It could have been like a time skip thing. That's all I had to do.
Natsu, he gave Natsu that montage.
That don't count.
Where he like up and left the guild, and all of a sudden, oh, here's guild arts. Let me fight against guild arts. That's how I
And then
became so swole. And then lose, yes.
Has anyone? Well, I take that back. Yes, they have. Has anyone beat Guild Arts? Ever?
Nope. Never.
Acnologia.
I guess
Really?
that's true. Well, he's just off
Did
screen.
they? Okay.
Yeah, because he went to find Acnologia and it ate his fucking arm.
Oh yeah, that's right. I mean, he ain't beat him. He made it even, right?
He used his Conqueror's hockey on it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we all know where Mashima got his idea from. I'm still like
But Guild Arts, your arm!
like I'm still like amazed that Berserk got on the boat when Fairy Tail had its Volume 1 released. Like that's just good God.
Oh, did you see that person on the IGN anime group today? It was like, yeah, I just finished Fairy Tail. I just finished Hunter x Hunter today, and it's one of the greatest things I've ever seen in my life. I can't wait till there are more episodes. I want to go. One Piece will probably be finished before Hunter x Hunter.
Yeah.
Who said that?
That's one
Somebody
person on the IGN anime group.
As much
Hiatus,
shout-outs
like
as we
hiatus?
give them. Yeah. I mean, Hunter x Hunter is like one of those things where I'm fine with it getting like a volume release every year because that's basically what Berserk does now.
Yeah, Brian, but it's not every year. It's like every 3 years.
That's true. Every year and a half. Because the last time that he came back, we got like 10 chapters, and then he like immediately went back on a hiatus.
Ooh, time to make that Sailor Moon money.
Oh yeah.
I can live off another volume for at least this amount of time. No, but he has back problems. Like, in all seriousness.
I don't get what that has to do with him drawing.
He has to, like, bend
You
over
gotta
and
sit
do
in
that
that
shit.
No, you
He
don't.
can't... If you can't get out of bed, you can't draw.
You don't have to get out of bed to draw. I don't think you've
can't
ever
draw
drawn
with his-
before.
I do. I have to get out of bed to draw.
I have to get out of bed to do things. Like, not draw.
You can sit in
So-
the bed and do it.
Shelly,
I know Togashi likes to do all of it himself, but get some artists to do that for you. Because when he rushes, it looks like shit anyway.
I don't think he cares that much.
I know he doesn't. Because he's making that Sailor Moon money.
Well, I mean, he knows
Yeah,
that his
boy.
shit's the best anyway.
No one ever passed me. I had Hunter x Hunter and Yu Yu Hakusho. Man, nigga, please.
But, like, think about it. You saw how, like, dirty they did Kubo, right? They won't touch Togashi with a fucking, like, 90 fucking foot pole.
What are you talking about? That's what they did. That's what they did. Well, technically, that's what they did to him when he was doing Yu Yu Hakusho.
I feel.
Yeah, but then he got a cult following.
Because they wanted him to do another. They wanted him to make another tournament arc. And he said he didn't want to do that, but they made him do it anyway. So he rushed through it and then ended the series.
And then he got a cult following, and now they can't do shit to him because Hunter x Hunter is just like, it's Hunter x Hunter. You can't predict what he's going to do.
I can. He'll come back next week, and then he'll leave next week.
For 3 years.
He'll draw one panel and then leave.
He'll come back next week, and then he'll go on hiatus again because he's stuck inside an island and he's in a coma. And then he'll come back, and everybody else will be stronger, but he'll still be stronger than us because reasons.
Because of reasons, I guess.
Of course.
His nin. It's too strong.
Oh, I know. He'll get some bullshit power up. He'll face two people who were kicking his ass, but he had another person helping him. He'll kick that person away.
The whole time.
And then magically just be stronger than those two people.
And then he'll scream out shiny makeup.
Oh no.
And then he'll have a really cool ending with 2 lesbians.
It's just them and not him at all.
Yo, that ending was fire.
That ending is fire. That opening, that first Crystal opening, still amazing.
Like, the first half of Season 3, they had that ending. Then the second half, they got rid of it. Until that last episode, they brought that ending back. I was like, thank you, God.
Do you remember, like, the first time you rode with me in Jessica's car, and we were, like, going to, like, get some Sonic or something, or gas? And
Yeah.
that came on her iPod, and we both started singing. She's like, what the fuck's wrong with you two?
Shiny makeup.
And she's like, I can't believe you both know the words to this song. I was like, you really don't know who the fuck we are, do you?
You didn't know what we used to watch.
Another funny thing we did, this is when I was in her car with her, she was playing Otherworld, George, from Final Fantasy X.
Oh, yeah.
And because it just came on, and I was like, oh shit. And I don't know what made me do it, but I started singing it and like scream, like my really fake screamo voice where I'm just kind of talking more than I am singing, and she's just watching me with her mouth open and driving at the same time.
I did
And
that
she's like,
to
what
the
the
Yu-Gi-Oh! GX theme song.
Oh my god.
Get on, get on.
Come on. Gotta play cards right.
Oh, did you guys hear that the Yu-Gi-Oh! Movie's coming to North America theaters in January?
I heard
Dark
that
Side of Dimensions, yeah?
One Piece Gold's coming January 10th.
I know, right?
I'm gonna go. You guys want to go see it?
Sure.
I'll have money. I'll have money by then. I'll drive to Birmingham.
I won't know what's going on, but I mean, hey.
I doubt it would be up here.
It'll probably be in Dothan.
Yeah, that's what I meant. That theater that had the last.
Naruto, the movie.
Whew. But yeah, I'm pretty excited. Like, this is a good year for like anime movies because they're sending a lot of them over here. I'm really excited for Godzilla.
I'm not.
Once I come out, like
I'm not excited for. I'm not excited for
next week because Nick is trying to go.
Wait, what's coming out?
Shin Godzilla.
Oh yeah, I won't be able to go next week because I'm on vacation until next Friday, but I should be able to make it right before it ends.
The Power Rangers trailer comes out tomorrow.
Oh god.
I'm happy for you.
It's gonna be fire.
I mean, whatever you want to believe.
You haven't even been keeping up with it.
Man.
No, because I know it's gonna be trash.
I ain't gonna lie, the suits killed it for me.
No. Okay, see, the suits. Have you seen the new pictures with the posters that were released yesterday?
Nah.
No.
Look at those.
Oh, bruh, somebody changed my button inputs, button configuration, restore defaults. Goodness. Okay, but yeah, nah.
It's gonna be fire. It's gonna have deep meaning, intellectual story.
I mean, their suits.
It's gonna have awesome fighting
I guess
and
it
2
looks
hot
cool.
women fighting.
I feel like you're being sarcastic now. I want to believe you're being sarcastic now.
Why do I look like I'm looking at a? I feel like I'm looking at an Avengers poster.
Right? These Stark Industry suits.
Yeah. Even the black guy looks like he belongs in the Avengers.
What?
He looks like I'm looking at like a side profile of him, and he looks like that guy from oh god, not War Machine, or maybe it is War Machine.
Either War Machine or Falcon.
Not that black guy, but the other black guy.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of his name because
I mean, there's only 2.
the guy that was in Iron Man 2, not Falcon. And
War Machine.
War Machine.
That is War Machine. I thought
that is War Machine.
I thought War Machine was the villain from Iron Man 1.
Mm-mm.
Okay.
No.
What was that?
I don't remember.
I don't know.
Whatever. The only villain I can like legitimately remember his name is like Abomination from the Incredible Hulk.
Oh, okay. Okay, let's get this out of the way right now. Marvel villains, good ones. Loki, that's it.
That's it. That's it.
They're villains, good ones. Kingpin. I guess the Purple Man from Jessica Jones was all right. Fuck, I hate Jessica Jones. Like, I hated that series so much. It was
I
such
thought you liked it.
No, it was such a chore to get through. I hated it. Luke Cage is like at least 50 times better.
I haven't
At
watched
least.
any of them. I have no interest in superhero shows.
Luke Cage, the first half villain was good, and then they killed him off. I don't know why.
Rip.
And then another guy came in. I don't know why you did that.
Rip plus.
The Netflix villains are better than the movie villains.
Yeah, that's true. I think the worst Marvel.
In fact, the Netflix shows are better than the movies.
I mean, that's a bold statement, but I guess you're
it's
right.
a very true statement.
I guess you're right. I haven't watched any of them.
For me, just out of personal bias, I prefer shows over films anyway.
Me too.
Give me time to grow with it.
That's true. That's why I like video game stories a lot better than most films, because they're more self-contained.
You didn't like the Ratchet and Clank movie?
I didn't see the Ratchet and Clank movie. I watched you play the game, though.
The game is so much better. The movie is just the cutscenes of the game, though. That's the funny part.
It is. Or more so, the game is actually clips from the movie. However you want to put it.
Yeah, but the game actually has gameplay.
That's so fucking
You're right.
That's like if they released the 358 by 2 days movie as an actual feature-length film.
Stop that.
You get to see Shion die in glorious 3D. The tears are really coming at me. Oh wait, they're mine.
Wow.
It's fine.
Well, not.
Watching Team 4-Star play through the Kingdom Hearts, like I've commented on this before, I'm pretty sure, but good God, like they're really funny guys, and they really do love Kingdom Hearts, and I can tell that there's a lot of love and care, or else they wouldn't be doing this stream series at all. But holy fuck, it makes me realize that like just how like in the minority I am of like how much I've played these games and how like much I know the combat system in and out, because I'm watching them. Huh?
I was gonna say, speaking of Team 4-Star, that was gonna be a perfect segue because they were at AWA.
They were. We should talk about that.
Yeah, I even put AWA in the title. I feel so ashamed.
Well, we're talking about it now. Title drop. So
right.
George, why don't you give an introduction to this topic? It's your baby.
Alright, give me a hot second. Oh, that hurt.
You shouldn't try and suck your own dick,
about
George.
to do it. Wow. No. I heated this food up too hot. Yeah, so for those who aren't in the know, I don't mean that condescendingly, I swear. AWA is short for Anime Week in Atlanta. One of the biggest conventions in the Southeast. It fluctuates attendance numbers with MomoCon, and of course, you know, Dragon Con's a thing, but still pretty sizable. I had the pleasure, the honor of going there this past weekend. Had a great time. The guests there were Lex Lang, Sandy Fox, Todd Habercorn, Johnny Young Bosch,
Johnny on Bosch! And you say you don't like Power.
Vic Mignogna, and a bunch of people from One Punch Man whose names I didn't know.
That's fine.
Is Johnny Young Bosch in One Punch Man?
Did you ask him about being a Dachi?
Honestly, I didn't do much of a. I didn't get stuff signed by him like I thought I would, and I wasn't all too like trying to see him again because I already did at Fanaticon.
Yeah.
Which, side story, my introduction to Johnny Young Bosch was me screaming at him from the back of the room because there's a bit his character in Sengoku Basara does.
Yeah.
Where, Yukimura and Shingen Takeda scream at each other and back and forth. It's like, Yukimura, your lordship, Yukimura, your lordship. And during the Q&A panel, I just screamed Yukimura at him. And because he's such a good sport, he responded. And we did that for about a few seconds.
What a great guy. You lucky son of a bitch.
Yeah. Didn't see.
I would have shouted, "It's morphin' time" at him.
He'd have hated that. Like,
no, he loves doing it.
Don't wish your fucking fantasies on this man.
I've seen him do it at conventions.
I mean, he does it, yeah.
He still goes to Power Morphicon.
I mean, yeah. I say that wrong. I don't think he minds it, but I think when somebody like blows it up at him, which, with any actor or voice actor, if you blow anything up at him, they'll be like, yo, chill, stop. Because there were counts of that happening at Fanaticon where somebody was like spamming the hell out of the fact that he was in Power Rangers, and he just got a bit annoyed with that.
That's because some people are stupid.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's a... And I hate to sound like I'm an elitist or anything, but like, I did notice that when I went to what was Comic-Con, George?
Yeah.
When I went there and they were talking to the guy that like voiced Brooke, I don't remember his name. I'm super sorry in advance.
I'm trying to remember who I was at Comic-Con, so you're fine.
There are a lot of fans like that, through maybe no fault of their own, just really uncomfortable sometimes. Like they just ask cringe-worthy stuff, and
oh yeah.
I think it just comes with the territory. You get some who are a little bit awkward. You get some people who are pretty insightful. I mean, you get all kinds. So that's what being a fan means, I suppose.
Speaking of people asking cringe-worthy stuff, Todd Habercorn put on an 18-plus panel.
Oh.
It was rather enjoyable. Yeah.
Have they released Issei's
I found out
first
some
voice
things.
actor yet?
Go ahead.
Have they released Issei's first voice actor yet?
From prison?
Where's Shelly? Yeah.
I don't know.
He got convicted of possession of child porn.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
That's why they changed his voice actor for season 3.
Was it Blu-ray covers of DXD?
I mean, that's the joke, right? Like, he had pictures of Kaneko.
But Brian, you like Kaneko.
That's crazy.
I mean, yeah, but I don't like her that much.
I don't know. I think I need to report you to the Japanese police.
Honestly, I think that they want me to like her because that's how they make fucking shit ton of money.
Mm-hmm. Oh. Dealer's room was lit. I bought a Risei figure against my better judgment.
Oh, God. George.
What?
That should be the thumbnail of the video.
The Risei figure. It's Dancing All Night Risei, too.
Nice.
You know it.
You know what? I just had a fucking brain fart. When you said Risei, I heard Risei, but I was thinking Rias.
They had Rhea's figures too, and by God,
Maggie quiz.
One of these days, I'm gonna buy a figure, and it's probably gonna be Saber.
I told myself I wouldn't because I got all these amiibos and plush dolls on my shelf, and then I went and did it anyway.
Like when I have more of a disposable income, like a severe amount,
Yeah,
I'll go ahead and invest in like one or two good figures, because I saw a really nice Saber figure a while back, and I guess if I could get a Femto, that would be cool.
nah, man, you want a Satyr figure?
No, thank you.
How you gonna deny like the best bootleg in existence?
I would sooner get Gooby as a figure.
Gooby, please.
Gooby, please.
Let's see. What else about AWA? Not a lot because it was a little less in comparison to last year.
Tell the audience who you cosplayed as.
Well, day one.
If you cosplayed.
I say day one. Yeah, Thursday was day 0. Friday, day 1, I cosplayed as Dancing All Night Risei, but of course it was gender bent.
Yeah.
So like, pretty much nobody got it. Justin cosplayed as Naoto, and the only people that recognized him were other Persona cosplayers, naturally.
Of course.
Pretty sure even Ethan thought he was Waluigi.
That's funny as shit.
Not as funny as this next one. Saturday, I was Otacon from Metal Gear Solid.
Uh-huh.
I had one guy think I was Harry Potter.
That's funny as hell. Because you had a white lab coat on, I'm assuming.
I had the white lab coat, and the glasses I had were a round rim.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You should have had a zone of the... Go ahead.
I was going to say, a guy cosplaying Hazama from BlazBlue walks up to me and shows him a video of him, like, waving a wand, and there's, like, special effects coming out the wand. And I had no idea why he was showing me. At first, I guess he, like, felt like he knew me, because I complimented his Hazama cosplay the day before.
Yeah.
But no. Turns out he just thought I was Potter, so he was going to show me some stuff with a wand, as if I needed to know.
I love it when people do that. They take liberties. It's quite hilarious.
Another chick in, like, the Galleria portion thought I was Rick from Rick and Morty.
I mean, that would have been a lot better.
I felt a little bit better. But then I told her no, I was Otacon, and she was like, okay, but I'm pretty sure she didn't know who Otacon was.
You should have had a Zone of the Ender shirt or something.
Yeah.
Or Metal Gear Rex.
I was going to make a name tag. But then I remember people can't read.
A lot of people can't read, George. It's a serious problem.
Well, I mean, yeah, it is a serious problem if we're being for real.
I mean,
I'm surprised you didn't do Link this time.
I felt like I had done it, like, enough times.
Yeah.
But I guess it never gets that old. I might be Link for Halloween, just because I can.
One of these days, I'll have enough money to sink into a Kuja costume that fits me.
Why do you want to be a vagina?
What?
I thought you were going to say Guts.
No, I don't want to fucking be Guts anymore.
Why not?
Because that's expensive.
All you need is a sword and armor and boots, and to get buff.
And a metal... I don't need to get buff. I need a metal arm. I need a lot of things to be Guts. That's too involved.
A gym. A membership.
I mean, it'd be a hell of a lot easier if I could do judo, but I don't like judo enough to, like, want to cosplay him. I could see myself doing Naruto, though. Now that you say that.
I mean, your hair is also short enough.
Uh, who else? There's a few, but like one of my dreams is to like do Kuja one day. But that will be a fucking money sink.
It will. I talked to Kiana about cosplay at one point, and we were both like, I think the goal, the Magnus Opum, is to be a Maeda Keiji and Date Masamune from Sengoku Basara. But I need like 6 swords, 6 sheaths for each sword, and an eye patch and a helmet, and that takes a lot of favors I'm not willing to do for money.
I guess ideally too, mine would be Archer from Fate Stay Night, but I need to get tall, white hair,
I saw a
white
few
wig.
of them.
I'd also need to be extremely tan.
I saw a Tharja. That made me happy.
Of course it did.
What's better is that I saw a Juvia, and nobody tried to be cute about it and like cosplay a bleeding Juvia or anything. Just regular Juvias.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is there any new game news coming out? Well, I guess I don't know.
We're getting another Simran Kagura game.
I have not checked Anime News Network today. What kind of fan anime? You saying that triggered that in me.
What? There being another Simran Kagura game?
Yeah, because I remember reading about it on Anime News Network.
I
was like, oh shit, Georgia liked that. I better tell him, and then I didn't.
And it's a third-person shooter, so Splatoon boys.
You mean Galgun?
I don't know about all that.
Well, Pokemon Sun comes out November 18th.
I mean, I guess.
Right before 15.
I
guess which one I'll be playing.
I guess all you suckers gonna buy that game.
I mean, you're right.
I'm not gonna have any time to play either of them. Like, honest to God, because
buying both.
What?
I don't
know.
Are you buying both?
No, fuck that. I'm getting 15 in Pokemon Sun. I mean Moon. And the thing is, like, I'm working 2 jobs now, and one of them's gonna be like 5 days a week, and then my other job is gonna be like the weekends, and that'll be like typically from about noon till whenever we close, because it's like a first store, and with all it's a seasonal job, so like the hours are only going to get longer and harder as it gets closer and closer to Christmas.
You don't go to work till 12?
That'll be on the weekends.
Bum.
So yeah, I'm going to have my shit cut out for me.
Oh, no, it's fine.
Well, I mean, it'll be fine for me because, like, during the week I go to work at like 9. I have to be at work at 9, and then I'll probably be out around like 4:30, 3:30. Hold on, let me think about it.
Think quick, because we are still live.
Well, the next 2 games I'm going to get
Yeah.
are WWE 2K17 and the whole Harry Potter Lego collection.
That's not out already?
I don't know, it might be. I got paid, but I had to pay my phone bill, so I have to wait till the next paycheck.
Okay.
Paying a phone bill now?
Yeah.
How come? I thought you had free phone bill.
Well, it's my mom and mine. And
Yeah.
my mom had surgery again.
So you're helping. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, that makes sense. Hope she's okay.
Yeah, she's dying.
Oh, what?
Jeez, man.
What?
Tell it like it is, question mark.
Nerd.
Get nerfed.
No, Yeah, I'd get out like during the weekdays. Like I'd go to work at 9 and I'd get out at like 4:30, and then I'd have like the rest of the night to like I don't know unwind and play whatever. And that's like a school day, so whatever. And then during the weekends, I wouldn't have any time to myself because I'm just going to work and making money. So I'll be miserable during the holidays, but I guess it'll pay off in the end.
No, Brian, you're not miserable during the holidays unless you're working at McDonald's.
I don't know.
Did you know that there's a Metal Gear Solid 5 definitive experience?
Yeah, it's coming out.
Why?
Well, for the people who didn't want to. I don't know.
The
why.
people who
Shelly,
didn't want to
that's my
buy Ground
answer.
Zeroes and Phantom Pain separately.
That game's overrated.
What do you mean?
It's overrated.
What game? Phantom Pain?
Phantom Pain.
Yeah, it's overrated. It's good, but it's still overrated.
I was like, yeah, I'm not saying it's not. I'm not saying it's not good. I'm not saying it's not great. I'm just saying it's.
I mean, I'll feel like I'll enjoy it for the same reason I stated earlier. Because when Kojima makes a bunch of his games and bases them off film, GS5 with like a television series in mind, and I enjoy TV more than I do film, so I guess I'm cursed in that regard. It's not all bad.
Metal Gear Solid 5 was not the Metal Gear Solid 5 I was expecting. And
it's probably
not
not
the
the Metal Gear Solid 5 it was supposed to be.
Yeah, like, I expected, like, this is my personal opinion, I was excited about that game because I wanted to see, like, Snake go through hell and back and become an actual villain and not be a fucking Boy Scout. Again.
You wanted to see how the big boss...
I wanted to see the pain and the suffering. I wanted to...
You wanted to see the light leave his eyes when you kill him?
Yes, I want... I feel really bad for saying this, because, like... In the 2013 trailer that Kojima did himself, right? It was the first time we ever heard Sins of the Father. That's my favorite game trailer of. It's my favorite trailer I've seen for anything, and it's for basically a game that I never got because the way he cut up the trailer made it seem like those little kids in the mine, like Snake just shot them up.
Oh.
And that's what I thought I was going to get in the gameplay. I was like, oh my god, like this is going to be a fucking like tear-jerker. And Snake's... Yeah?
Oh, I was going to be like, if I can interject real quick to tell you some really dumb stuff.
Go for it.
Like, it's NGS5 related, but completely irrelevant to the point of the game.
Okay.
Alright, so here's what GameStop is doing. If you like purchase a pre-existing copy of MGS5, and this is an advertisement. I'm just like, wow, they really did this. Wow, we really did this. I wouldn't know how to say it, but yeah, no, you purchase a pre-existing copy of 5 or pre-order the definitive edition.
Yeah,
you get put like in a drawing to win this weird prize pack, and the prize pack like comes with a console. Like PS4, Xbox One, because it's multi-platform. If you get the Xbox One, there's like, I think, a terabyte external hard drive. If you get the PS4, they give you a terabyte hard drive to RAM in there.
Yeah.
You get a headset, you get a gaming chair, you get the game. That's whatever. But you know the Seiko, I forget what model it is, watch that shows in the trailer that's based off that watch from James Bond.
Yeah.
You get one of those.
Oh, shit.
I was telling that to my friend.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
No, I was just going to say, like, you know, like, what I always wanted? I wanted Kaz's glasses so bad. I want those. Like, I want to wear them every single day, and I want no one to recognize them, but I'll have the smug sense of satisfaction knowing that I'm being a fucking weeb. In broad daylight.
Me out, because I was like, oh wow, yeah, all this stuff, yeah, sure, whatever. And then I saw the watch, and I'm like, people are gonna do it for the watch. They will sell everything else, but they will keep that watch, by God.
I keep the watch. You know, 2.8 got a collector's edition, a special edition.
Bruh, don't even. I saw that.
No,
I
dude,
wasn't surprised, and I was still disappointed.
I wasn't surprised either because they've done it before.
They
But
had. That's all they do. That is all they do.
like the North American like special editions fucking suck for Kingdom Hearts.
When I go to cons, I see like those nice collector's edition systems for the game. Like I saw the what was it? 15th anniversary 3DS for when Dream Drop came out, and I was like,
Yeah.
that looks so pretty.
Yeah, it does. It looked really good, and we didn't get it. But no, I saw that because I was looking at Facebook and I was just looking at the trending articles, and then I saw Kingdom Hearts 2.8. I was like, why is this trending? No one cares about this game that enough.
It was trending.
Or enough to like trend it. And it's because it was getting the special edition. But then I thought about it, I was like, because Kingdom Hearts is trending, people are probably just using it as an excuse to complain and bitch about Kingdom Hearts 3 not being out, so that's why it's trending.
Yeah.
So, give and take. Also, why can't I get another art book?
I
would
expensive.
love Kingdom Hearts. Kingdom Hearts art books are amazing.
I said expensive.
Silly
I
Brian,
guess so.
wanting things you can't have.
Well, you best believe that if they do like a special collector's edition for 3, that's where my paycheck will go for a week. Because, I don't know. I feel like they owe it to me. Like, me specifically.
I understand.
Me and the other like mega fans that have like stuck through it to the point of obsession at sometimes. Like, I feel like we deserve some kind of compensation. Because like I was there from like day one, like ground zero.
But Ground Zeroes was like not that long ago.
It was on 9/11, George. Get it straight.
Wow.
Yeah, I know. I went there, right? I'm sorry. I feel really shitty about saying that.
I bet you do.
Oh God! Please don't make 9/11 jokes, people. You'll just feel like awful shit like afterwards.
I know.
Start to wonder who's really been drinking here.
Mm-hmm. Thank you, Shelley, for that.
You're welcome.
Is that your new wallpaper?
No, I went on Facebook and that's someone from the IGN anime group.
Nice. For those at home, it's just a screenshot of like one of the main people from Keijo. Or at least one of the people from the opening. Or segment of it, like the intro, whatever the fuck it was.
I see you. I see you.
But yeah, I just I feel like we need a really good collector's edition for 3 because like that's a game that won't ever live up to the hype.
But it'll like we need a complete Phantom Pain. I'm sorry.
I mean, I do too, but it won't ever happen because that studio's dead and dying.
Nah, they're just...
You're cutting out, George.
I said, nah, that's just somewhere else. Can you hear me? We good?
Yeah, we good.
Yeah.
I think I hit like a wire or something. These headphones are starting to wear out their warranty. Babies cost $60. Got them for $20.
Ah.
They were listed as $60. They got brought up in the system, and I was trading in Monster Hunter 3 Ultimate for the Wii U, and that knocked $20 off, so I got them for $20.
You piece of shit.
Bought it for myself as a gift for like surviving finals, and then like the only person I had who could play with me was my friend Patrick and my other friend Chris. And then I traded in, and all of a sudden, like I meet a bunch of people who play Monster Hunter, And so it's like, well, rip, I've already traded it in now. What can I do? Nothing. That's what I can do.
That's what I hate about like getting fighters after they were in their prime.
What are you talking about, man? I could never pass up a dead game. I still play Project M.
I mean, but people play the shit out of Project M because it's famous and still relevant.
Famous for
Hey,
being
I'm just waiting on that Injustice 2.
Famous because Gimmer killed it. Gimmer, I don't mean that. I love you. Kinda.
Kind of. We haven't forgotten your transgressions. Okay, so we were talking about this before the stream started. What do you guys think about mobile games?
Shit.
We were talking about this. It's a case-by-case basis for me.
It's not a case-by-case basis. It's a 1% case-by-case basis.
Relatively the same thing.
Well, like
The case
like
is
I was
just
saying,
hellaciously small.
and like I was saying too, like Shelly's got it the right way of it. Like a majority of like what's out there is bullshit, and just god awful garbage. But then you've got like the 1% that's like actually people have taken time to like construct a semi fun game at the very least. Like even if it's not like amazing, like you waste like hours and hours upon it or just into it.
Let me ask you this: do ports count?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Because
Okay.
they were made specifically for a mobile device. So it's a mobile game.
Well, technically it wasn't.
More or less. I mean,
Well, the
Square
port.
Enix re-released The World Ends With You on mobile phones, and it just so happened to coincidentally work as well as it did because it initially released on the DS, which
Touchscreen
is the
for the win.
DS. Yeah,
Uh,
but if it hadn't have did that, you'd have had a mess. Like, what if Capcom released Ace Attorney for the phones, which would actually suck because then they have to release like the Game Boy ports on the phone because that'd be the only thing that'd work.
I mean,
I'm sorry.
you know, like, well, I guess you may not, but like Secret of Mana, like, or Adventures of Mana, whatever it is. I think it might be Secret. Whatever was the first one that came out like on the Vita a while ago.
I know exactly what you're talking about. Hey, Casey.
They released that on a mobile first, and that's a great game. Like it's
Okay.
really easy. It's really easy and it's really short. But like that initial port, or it was just a remake on a mobile phone, like so that people could get into it, and then released it on the Vita and yada yada yada. But
I feel that.
I mean, like when I think about that, like there are some games that like people take the time out of their like they take the time to make it a quality product, like the Final Fantasy 4 After Years mobile game. Like that was made from the ground up, like new graphics and everything. Same combat system and shit like that. Like not a lot of script changes, but it was made like optimized at like to the very least to be for mobile devices. And I think that like I think games like those like that are basically remakes or ports of shit like they're fine because and I think they're legitimate.
Okay.
And I love Unchained Key. I used to like Pokemon Shuffle a lot, but then I started
still get
playing Unchained Key.
notifications from Unchained Key.
I don't know, like
I was saying,
Unchained.
Yeah.
Unchained Key is basically like my Kingdom Hearts fix for the time being, and I like it a lot because it has MMO elements to it. But it's just overall, it's a well-constructed game, but with really shitty North American policies influenced, like upon like the shop and bonuses, and you see like because basically the Japanese version of the game, they get a lot more stuff for a lot freer. A lot more free stuff, basically, and it's easier for them to get really good at the game without sinking money into it. North America, like, almost demands that you spend, like, some amount of money on it to get any kind of good.
I mean, that was me with Eat Beat Dead Spike Son.
Yeah.
It was a Blaze Blue rhythm game, and I didn't have Chrono Phantasma Extend at the time. So just to get a hold of anything Blaze Blue, I was like, all right, play this. I'll play this rhythm game because I like rhythm games. I like Blaze Blue. It'll hold me, right? Right? I
Yeah.
guess.
Maybe.
Maybe it didn't because the controls were kind of wonky. It wasn't the kind of rhythm game I had anticipated. But all in all, I still played it. I didn't have a choice. It was free.
What do you think about mobile games, Shelly? Besides the fact that just that 1% are good and the rest is garbage.
You have your main idea. Now give me your supporting details.
Give me that fucking paragraph, bitch.
Oh yeah. Two
Okay,
sentences
guys.
or more.
I was a tutor. I get off on that shit.
Whoa there.
Give me a second.
Mhm.
Here are the top. Wait, hold on.
Here are the top what? Now I'm intrigued.
Top 10 anime memes, 2016.
Top 10 anime memes of 2016.
Oh my god, I think I know what video you're watching.
Here are the top 10 games.
Okay.
Paid mobile games right now.
Uh-huh.
Minecraft Pocket Edition. Makes sense.
Of course.
Balloons TD5.
What?
Exactly.
I don't know what that is either.
True Skate. Geometry Dash. Pumped BMX3. Reigns. Scribblenauts Remix.
Okay.
Terraria. Somehow NBA 2K17. And
Gotta take that
Hitman
2K
Sniper.
on the go.
I heard Hitman Sniper is good though.
Hitman Sniper is like Pokemon Go Hitman. It's like, who wouldn't want to believe you're sniping real people?
And then Minecraft Story Mode.
Pocket Minecraft story mode.
I have to wonder how that runs on a mobile device. Because it's Telltale.
Yeah, I was gonna say, this is a Telltale game.
It
That,
probably runs like shit.
undoubtedly. Unless they, killed a lot of the graphical capabilities.
Okay, now those are all the ones with money sunk into them. Here are the free ones.
Pokemon Go is somewhere on.
Number 1, PewDiePie's Tuber Simulation. I'm done.
Stop. I'm done. I don't want to hear anymore.
Pokemon Go is number 5.
I mean, it's up there.
For some reason, Wheel of Fortune Free Play is number 4.
What?
I don't know why.
That's a thing?
Apparently it's having a surge.
That's interesting.
Block Hexa Puzzle, so I guess Tetris.
Yeah.
I don't know how many times you can release Tetris, and
Well, I mean, you got Tetris, you got Tetris Worlds, you got Candy Crush, you got...
Candy Crush is number 10.
You remember Trivia Crack?
I still like Trivia Crack, but I only
It's
play
okay.
it. I only play it for the Avatar: Last Airbender questions.
Oh, they added stuff?
Yeah, they have added stuff. They've added a lot of stuff.
Nice.
We should bring it back.
No.
I don't know, man. I tried to bring back Crocs, and that didn't go so well.
My dad's trying to bring back
Sound it
Crocs.
Black.
Brian, have you been
My
drinking?
dad's not black. No,
Is your-
I haven't. It's late. And my mouth, it doesn't like to run after 10 p.m.
Is he voting for Trump? Please say yes.
My dad?
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely.
What about Donnie? Is he voting for Trump?
I don't know if Donnie can vote. I feel like, yeah, he can.
Oh. Hey.
Wait. If whether he can or he can't, would he or would he not vote for Trump?
Yes. Oh, absolutely. Like, you're asking me questions that have a very obvious answer. My family's very right-wing. As are most of ours, I believe.
Yeah.
Don't look now.
Like the Republican candidate could be like the complete and utter right person to run the country, and I still think my family would just vote Democrat just cause.
What are your family's reasons for voting left?
I don't know. They said something about Hillary. I don't know.
I don't know.
Should I play Storm 4 right now?
Can we live stream reactions to the presidential debate Sunday?
No, because I'm watching a pay-per-view on Sunday.
Damn it, Shelly.
I'm sorry.
Rip. I'm trying to think of what to play right now. Nothing with story, because that means I have to pay attention.
And not that we're getting too political on the show, but I just want to like be topical. The most recent Trump scandal as of today is that they like have a 2005 like recording of him talking about like how he does, because he's famous, he basically just has to go up and ask women to have sex with him, and he can like grope them by the pussy.
Yeah, but he would just give them a whole bunch of money. Yeah, he could do that.
I really hope he didn't say it with those exact words.
Let me find the quote.
George, is probably worse.
It's basically
right.
shitty. It's just shitty.
Alright, not playing Storm 4. Got it. Can't play Overwatch because I'm streaming this. I don't want to burn out that young net play.
I gotta find this exact quote. Fuck.
Dengeki Bunko Fighting Climax Ignition?
We're gonna have to,
Sith?
we're gonna have to start having show discussions on here.
About what?
I said show discussions, like shows.
I'm down to talk shows.
I mean, but that... When you say shows, like, what do you mean?
You know what I mean.
Like TV shows, anime shows?
All of the above, sir.
Well, that kind of depends on us all watching the same thing, but I guess we can manage.
I mean, we all pretty
Well,
much
it's a good
do
thing
the same
Berserk is
thing.
on hiatus. Yeah, I said it.
Yeah.
It's okay. It'll come back before Hunter x Hunter.
It's true. We'll watch High School not DxD. We'll watch High School DxD season 4 one day, but then when High School of the Dead gets a season 2.
High School of the Dead's never getting a season 2.
No, it's not. Okay, well, there's not an exact quote of what I saw originally, but this is what NBC's quoting.
Oh, God.
Start quote, "I'm automatically attracted to beautiful women. I just start kissing them. It's like
Almost
a magnet.
like he's a guy. Is he
just
Bill
kiss.
Cosby?
Just kiss. I don't even wait. And when you're a star, they let you do it. You can do anything." The rest of the quote that isn't in this NBC article, or on the cover of the article, is that he's like, you could just grab him by the pussy.
Why would he say that?
Oh, God. He really does say that.
He really does say, grab him by the pussy.
Why would you say that?
It was... I'm not defending him, but, like... Maybe he didn't think that he'd be running for president in 2005.
I hope that's on SNL tomorrow night. And I hope they do that.
I hope it's on South Park.
I doubt it.
I don't doubt it. They will find a way. You know how they like alter episodes like a night before they air?
Dude, they don't alter. They don't make them until like the day before.
Oh my goodness.
That's true. I don't know. I saw that today because I was at my grandparents' house because we were dropping off some coats before we go on vacation so that they can wear them when they're up there. We're going to the mountains, by the way.
Sweet.
Which ones?
I don't remember.
The Rockies? The Alp?
I don't remember. I'll figure it out. But
don't even know which part of the state you're going to.
We're going to Georgia.
Oh, all right. So the Appalachians.
No, but Anyway, back on topic. Like, I was just sitting in there. My parents were talking about my grandparents and my mom were talking about something, and I looked at my phone and I saw that like article. I was like, wait, what about Trump? I always like reading about him. It should be mildly entertaining at the very least. And then I saw like the quote of like he's like, I just grabbed him by the pussy. I was like, oh my god, did he say that today? I was like, thank God that happened in 2005. Because if that happened today, I don't even know like what the backlash would be like. Because hypothetically speaking, and I know I'm tangenting, if he said that today, people would still vote for him. But the people that would still vote for him would justify it, and they'd find a way around it, and that's what scares me.
Risetto.
Brian, you were going to the Appalachian Mountains, sir.
I don't think so, but all right.
Brian, you have to be going to the Appalachian Mountains.
I don't think so, but all right.
Brian, you have to.
I don't know geography.
Sounds fake, but okay.
Brian, I was geography minor.
You didn't finish.
Yeah, but it was like the best thing I did.
Are you ever going back to school? Personal question on stream.
Oh my goodness.
Maybe.
I gotta do this man like this.
Yeah. We'll all eventually do something with our lives.
Like, you know the Appalachian Mountains almost start in Georgia.
Yes. I do now.
Wow. You just grabbed me out of my... Wow, okay.
But yeah. So moving on from political scandals.
What political scandals? We were talking about mountains.
I was talking about political scandals, and then we started getting on geography, and then I just kind of dazed out of whatever.
Is it even a scandal anymore at this point?
No,
But
it's
it kind of
it's-
is.
Yes, because it came to light today. It's still very fresh.
No, it's just stuff that comes out of his mouth.
I expected nothing, and I was still let down.
So at least the last topic I have, we could talk about other stuff. I don't give a shit. Choppy translations in games.
Bruh, okay, so I've been playing Tokyo Mirage Sessions, right?
Yeah.
Censorship and translation have, like, killed some of the plot elements of that game. I am, like, dead inside.
Well, like, and this includes
From
like
having
censorship
awareness.
too, like censorship of like Japanese games, like over in the West. Nintendo, obviously being the biggest offender. Like, do you think it hurts more than it helps?
Killed like 2 games.
Yeah, and they were both Fire Emblem. So
Actually, no, I was talking about Fates, and then okay, well, yeah, those are both Fire Emblem games.
Wait, Nintendo censors their own games?
yeah, of America, Nintendo of America,
That makes no sense.
because somehow
Why would you-
It's,
No,
a
why
game
would
about-
you censor your own game?
hold up, because I'm gonna explain, because I can do that.
he's an expert.
It's for localization purposes, because in Japanese culture, some things are, I mean, you see it in anime, especially if you watch it sub. They're a lot open and lenient about more things than they are in, like,
Yeah, but that
American
really
culture.
only applies
So-
to like actual stuff.
Like going for
That's what it
the
is.
lollies.
For part of it.
Never mind then.
Like, it is sexual stuff, yeah. It's not like curse words and anything. It's like, gravure models and
Like
being
pow,
gay.
boom,
Yeah,
straight
it's
to
like-
the moon.
I mean, and that's a whole like can of worms too, because like America's really weird about censorship, like really weird. Because like you look at like other European countries that are just like, we don't give 2 fucks.
What do you mean other European countries? We're not European.
I know. I'm saying like other European countries around the world. We're
You suck at geography.
Shut up. You know what I meant. I just said something weird.
Yeah,
When you look at
it becomes
European-
less about actually censoring inappropriate content and more about not trying to offend people.
Yeah.
I'm
And
offended
also,
by
like,
that.
well,
I'm glad.
America's got this
I'm
weird
joking. I love
thing
you, Shelley.
where we're really like touchy about like a lot of common things. And I mean, like,
They covered up Tharja's butt with the curtain in that Awakening DLC.
Well, it's like
A dildo curtain?
America's got this weird like conflict with like how sex is like it should be out in the open and openly discussed to keep people safe and informed, but it's also really hush hush at the same time because what goes on in the bedroom stays in the bedroom, and like
Unless it happens in Vegas.
It's a vicious cycle though, because like they keep it hidden, but it's that I won't say hidden. They keep it as like some kind of thing that's like taboo, but it's that taboo that sparks the contrary nature in humans, and then people go out and do it, and as a result of them going out and do it, they have to turn right back around and keep people informed. But really, it's a monster of their own design.
And
I'm
like
woke.
you're fading in and out again.
I was saying that I'm woke. I think I might have clipped the switch. This thing is coming apart.
But yeah, like,
headset.
And there's a reason. Like, there's several reasons. Like, we could point back to like past like Puritan movements and like when like there was like big religious revivals in America, like way back when, whatever. Like,
well, we're not here to talk about history.
No, we're not. But we're here to talk about
especially U.S. history.
And choppy translations, because like
hey sis, don't do that.
Localization like leads to some shitty translations sometimes, and to the point, like if you're seasoned enough in like your anime and your manga, and like the tropes, basically, like you've seen the tropes, you know what to expect, and then you see really shitty localizations, it just looks really weird to you, and it sounds weird. And the best example I can come up with this is like Digimon Cyber Sleuth. That's a really Japanese game.
But it has really Japanese.
But it has a really, really bad English localization script because they're trying to make it fit in with the Western audiences. Like, the blonde detective lady, whose name I can't remember, she's always talking about, like, analogies and, like, old folktales and whatnot, and like expressions that are English expressions, like that anybody in English would know what they mean, but she's saying them as if the audience has no fucking clue what they are. Like, it's just weird things like that. They leave in some things, but they take out other things, and they make it just sound really bad. The text conversations in that game that you can have with your Digimon, a lot of those are like grammatically challenged, and I hate to say it, but
Bandai Namco didn't have all the money they needed. They weren't expecting people to even buy this game. Come on.
Well, it sounds like it reads like a fan translation, and it should not read like that. And that's the bad part. Hold on. I didn't see it. Let me look at it. Oh, no! Can we put this on screen share?
What do you mean? I wish I could. I don't know how.
Did you make that meme just now?
No, I was on Twitter, and Colin Moriarty from Kind of Funny did it.
Are you fucking kidding me? Oh, for anybody at home, because we haven't done screen share yet. I don't know why.
Alright, here we go. I'm doing it.
Okay.
Wait, hold on. Let me double check these Facebook messages before I do all that.
I'm trying to make sure we don't put any porn in for you.
But nah, none of that. I may or may not have gotten a message from about it.
So you be getting messages?
I'm gonna open up the image real quick.
It's worth the awkward pause and wait, people.
Oh yeah, it definitely is.
Boom.
I hear this. Yeah.
Boom.
Oh god.
It's amazing.
Y'all see it?
Yeah, we see it.
Okay, we good.
Oh, I'm seeing your tabs too. You got Blackboard on it open.
Yeah, man, I had to turn in some stuff this morning.
I feel you.
Also, my gaming blog that I'm now doing.
It's okay. It's okay. The only tabs
Shameful
I've got
plug.
the only tabs I got open are the Facebook messages, the Google Hangouts, and then part 5 of JoJo's.
I've just got
Hey,
Facebook and Twitter open.
He just met the rest of the gang.
good old Giorno.
Yeah.
Oh,
JoJo.
so on the subject of choppy translations, let me tell you this.
It's a beautiful duong.
Oh yeah. So so Atlas recently released the Shin Megami Tensei 4 Apocalypse, and this is
Yeah.
the weirdest translation goof I have ever read about. It turns out there are some lines of text in the Japanese version, not in the Japanese version, in the English version, that are still in Japanese.
God damn it, Shelly. Continue your story, George.
And the reason that they're still in Japanese is that, okay. I just read that myself. The reason that they're still in Japanese is that it's like special text during the in-game boss that it's situational text that only occurs if I think you try to solo them and your partner dies.
Oh yeah, I
But
heard
the
about
people
this.
testing the game
It
never
never
had
happened.
their partner die on them. They were too good,
That's
so
why
that
Trump.
never got translated.
And so they miss the text, and you just have Japanese text show up for no reason. That's
I mean,
great.
if you're a scrub, yeah. Remember, their testers are too good, Brian.
Yeah, that's true.
They said they would go back and fix it now, but they're like knee deep in Persona 5 script right now, trying to make that.
They don't even bother.
Suck.
I mean, and that's the thing too. Like, we can get really good localizations. Like Persona 5 is Persona in general is an extremely Japanese series. Like, it's basically a Japanese life sim.
But they do a good job. Oh, do
They
they
do.
do a good job?
They do a good job at like localizing and translating like the dialogue and all the little bells and whistles. They keep the honorifics to an extent. They keep
Oh,
Jesus. They keep the Japanese tropes and sayings. Even if you don't get why they're saying it, they keep it, and it's faithful.
Well,
And sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't.
Well, that's what I like about Atlas in the sense that, like, when you do the translator job and everything, they tell you that. It's like, yeah, or like when you're in class and it does like the history lecture, it's like, okay, so this word comes from this, and English word this, and Japanese this. So if you didn't understand the reference before, it's fine because they tell you.
And what I like about Atlas too is like when they make those like fucking kanji jokes about like how one word sounds like this, but it's written a certain way, and you're not gonna know that if you fucking read text. Like, how do you explain that in English? They translate it and they word it in a way that like they just tell you outright, and they're like, get it because it's like this, because it's like this. And they just go ahead and spoil the joke for you, but it ends up being like a really dry humor like bit for the game, but it works because it's still funny to an American audience.
Dry humor.
I mean, I do too, but they made it work for an American audience. Like, you don't have to be Japanese to like giggle at it. And I still loved like how it's really shitty. Because I've seen enough anime and know enough broken Japanese to know that when Rise calls kanji moranji, that she's actually saying bakanji in Japanese.
Jesus.
It's great.
I like when one of the professors is like, yeah, so Atlas was the guy in Greek mythology who held the world on his shoulders, and it's spelled Atlas. You wouldn't spell it any other way. Well, I guess there's ATLU. Oh, my back. Oh, God, my back hurts.
What did you do? I told you to stop trying to suck your own dick, George.
No, it's not me. That's what he says in the game.
Oh.
Like, he gets ready to spell Atlas the way it's spelled for the company, and then, like, something happens, and it's like, oh, Atlas.
Oh shit! There's a new trailer for
I remember you telling me about that.
Pokemon Sun
There
and
is.
Moon anime.
Featuring them
Is
young
it-
legendaries.
Is it the anime, not the games?
Yeah, this is the anime.
Damn it.
Oh, gross.
I need to see the third tier evolutions. That's all I need.
They got leaked forever ago. Ha 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 ha.
No, they didn't.
I know.
Good God, this looks awful.
Sorry, they got leaked forever ago. Cat.
Oh well, at least there's Ash's mom.
She's in it?
Yeah,
Good to know that Delia's alive.
she's in this trailer.
Is she talking about
Well, I mean,
how
we
he
have to go
suddenly
home.
looks younger?
No,
That upsets me a great deal.
You know,
good God, these Pokemon are awful.
I get it. Pokemon isn't for us anymore. It's not just for our particular audience, because even though we've been with it, new people are getting exposed to it every day, and I get that they're trying to make it more relatable. But holy fuck, how do you go from something so cool the previous year and then go to some shit like that?
Okay, Brian, here's the thing. People say you have to revamp everything for the new kids and everything. No, the hell you don't. You know how much we like Looney Tunes? Those are the same Looney Tunes that our parents watched.
You right.
And their parents watched.
For the most part.
For the most part. But then you look at shit like Scooby-Doo that's had, like, I don't know, like 50 fucking
Like 20
reboots.
reboots.
Bruh, there was a Scooby-Doo series that I didn't even know about that I found out through a Tumblr post.
I know, right?
Y'all know the one I'm talking about?
The one on Netflix?
I was like, bro, what even is that?
What the
How
fuck
long
happened?
ago did
I was
that
like,
happen?
when did that happen?
It doesn't make any sense. Oh. While I'm on the while we're talking about Netflix and old shows, and this is just for the audience to giggle at me. I fucking watched Winnie the Pooh.
I saw
Oh,
that
yeah,
you
you were
watching.
crying to that, weren't you?
I watched the fucking. It was something I watched as a kid, and they have a song in there that's like, I don't know. It's called "Wherever You Are."
Winnie the
what was
Pooh were
movie?
you watching?
It was Christopher Robin, and I remember I really liked it when I was a kid because it had a lot of scary imagery and it was really new for Winnie the Pooh, and it had good animation, but the music was like unusually good.
What's the song about?
It's called "Wherever You Are," Shelley. It's like a fucking sad ass like power ballad.
Power ballad.
That's what it sounds. That's what it
Winnie
sounds
the
like.
Pooh.
It sounds like an '80s power ballad, but it's just really fucking sad. And then I'm listening to the song at the end of the credits because I remembered like I used to love that song when I was a little kid. And then I listened to it again. I like had tears in my eyes. Like, holy shit, this is sad. Like, this is depressing. I was like, why would they have this in a kids movie at the end credits? Why not have something more upbeat?
I need to get DLC for this game.
You need to get Pooh DLC.
That's all DLC, sir.
Thank you. Thank you for getting the joke. Or not getting the joke, but making it better.
I mean, it's not like I'm going to use the DLC character anyway. Unless there's more than one. Then I might use the other one.
Well, I mean, it's not the DLC for, shit. Which game? Gravity Rush 2.
Nah.
No,
I want
that
Gravity
DLC.
Rush too.
That DLC is good because it's free. Because they're giving it for free. Because it got delayed.
I'm playing Dengeki Bunko Fighting Climax Ignition. And that's the Sega one with all the anime characters from like SAO and Durarara and Devil is a Part-Timer. And one of the DLC characters is AIDS Girl from SAO.
Oh, that sucks. She's sad.
I mean, apparently she's like good in this game though, which I guess makes sense.
Oh, yeah.
It's like in SAO, she's like
She's
what?
broken
Not as
as
good as
fuck.
Kirito? Yeah.
Better than Kirito.
I mean, she's all right in the game.
No
I
one's
haven't
better
looked
than
at the tier
Almighty
list.
God Kirito.
No,
There's
she's
nobody
better
plays
than
this game.
Kirito.
Who won?
She did.
When?
She beat him. In SAO too.
No. Who won the whole thing?
Who's still alive though? I'm sorry.
She
I'm
had
sorry.
AIDS, for God's sake.
Who won the whole thing?
That was really messed up. Like, I'm sorry.
It's
That
okay,
wasn't me talking.
I made a 9/11 joke earlier. We're even. Who won what?
The whole thing.
What whole thing?
The whole thing.
Actually, that's really vague and doesn't work in this context because at this point, there's no whole thing to win. She won the fight that they had.
I don't know how many parts there are in SAO 2.
There's 2.
Is that
There's
after
the first season?
Is that after the Gun Gale part?
Yeah, Gun Gale was first like 12 episodes, and then this is like the last 6 episodes.
Oh my God, there's more?
Yeah.
I earned a Japanese trophy, and there is more. That Mother's Rosario thing.
Yeah, Mother's Rosario was like 6 or 7 episodes or so.
Yeah.
It was all about Asuna mostly, and this AIDS girl.
I got
the
a
only
trophy,
reason-
and I don't even know what it is because this is an imported game. Go
So
ahead.
what you're saying is that who are better than Kirito Dai?
No, what I'm saying is the only reason she was better than Kirito is because she literally couldn't move in real life, so she just lived in the game.
But did she
That's
die?
why she,
I mean, Kirito lives in the game.
Did she die?
Let's be honest.
yeah,
Lie to
but she
me.
died
Yeah, people who are
Because
better
she
than
had
Kirito Dai.
because she had AIDS, not because she beat him.
They can't.
because-
They can't allow anybody to be better than Kirito.
Exactly.
Because she was born with a sexually transmitted disease. Because her mother did
Kawahara
drugs.
had to kill him off.
Brian,
Well,
that's
I mean,
not
it wasn't
Steve thinking
actually
it was
AIDS,
probably.
but I forget what it was. It was some.
No,
kind
she
of
actually
thing.
she actually had AIDS.
Okay,
I'm
it
not saying
really
she
was
didn't.
AIDS. I thought the joke was like, you know,
No, she
AIDS girl,
legit. I
that
thought
she
it was
had some kind of weird terminal illness.
no, like my friend told me about her like before it happened in the anime, and I was like, she really had AIDS. Like I thought he was fucking joking. No, like she actually has AIDS in the
I
show.
mean, I read about her on the wiki because the light novels have been going on for like 6
Forever?
ever. Yeah.
Yeah, like
So I knew she was a thing, and she had like faster reflexes than Kirito, but
Which makes
I
no
was
sense.
just waiting for her to show up. I didn't think she would show this early. I say early.
I mean,
They confirmed
did it.
the SAO 3, so
You mean the
SAO's
movie?
getting a. I guess that's what it was.
I don't think the movie's canon. Not that
Of
I
course
care
movies
that
are
much.
canon.
I was gonna say that's good.
I mean, yeah,
It's
I don't
not-
think the
it's-
movie's canon, but I also don't give a shit. So
I'm waiting on Pokemon movies to be canon. That'll probably never happen.
I'm waiting on Ash to catch a legendary Pokemon when they keep helping him and just say, "Hey, help! Catch me!"
Woohoo!
he could have had a shaman.
He
But
could
he
have had literally every legendary Pokemon.
You could have had
No,
a Latias, am I right?
yeah.
he could have had a fucking Lugia.
Yeah, he could have had.
He couldn't have had Lugia.
He could have had a
Lugia,
Celebi.
something
Cerebi.
Lugia, balance of the world. I mean, that's a Japanese name for Celebi, Cerebi.
I know, but like it was
That's why the website is named as such.
I know.
I know you know, but I'm gonna tell you.
But no, see, because the movie has a different continuity from the show, where Lugia is like Lugias can actually breed and have baby Lugias, and they're much smaller.
Okay, he could have had a
And don't
Lugia.
talk.
It doesn't,
in
yeah,
Master
it doesn't
Quest,
matter. He still
not
could
from the
have.
second movie.
He could have just stole that fucking baby Lugia and been God.
Also,
And
I mean,
weather.
no, he wouldn't need to catch Arceus for that.
did anyone else not question? Was this Lugia the same Lugia from the movie?
Oh yeah, I totally did.
A
When I
lot
saw
of
it,
people
I was like,
did.
I was like, this doesn't make any sense. And
Like,
that-
why didn't you just make it the same Lugia?
because movies are bullshit.
She's the one who's about to body me.
Hey guys, didn't we make a movie with Lugia in it? No, I don't think so.
Hey
well,
guys,
none of
don't
the
we know
movies are canon, which I don't.
the movies
I mean,
aren't
I
even
understand-
canon with each other because didn't Ash have like actually meet a giant like the original Mewtwo and he knows where he's living
Yeah.
on his island somewhere, but
Okay,
then later in
okay.
the movie they have Mewtwo Mega Y Mewtwo.
I thought
They
that was
have-
the same Mewtwo in another movie.
No,
No.
that's a different Mewtwo.
It's female.
How?
It's female.
No, how? How?
I know.
Canonically speaking, there's not supposed to be more than one. No, I get exactly what you're saying.
It doesn't make any fucking sense. They don't even agree with each other.
They retcon everything to hell and back. Now, I will tell you, the Diamond and Pearl trilogy?
Yeah, they all fit in together.
Yeah, they fit in together.
And that was good.
Because you had the ongoing thing with, like, Palkia and Dialga, and then Giratina got involved, and then
Arceus got involved, and that was a shitty movie.
And then, like, yeah, Darkrai and Shaman got mixed up in it for a little bit, but, you know, that wasn't what it was about.
I think the last Pokemon movie I watched was Jirachi Wishmaker.
The last one I watched and enjoyed was Giratina.
The last one I saw in its entirety was Zoroark. I started the Keldeo movie, and I need to catch up because I want to watch Keldeo, the Diancie movie.
Oh yeah, I take that back. Like, I have seen the Diancie movie, I just didn't enjoy it.
Yeah. There's like another movie with Zygarde and Magearna, I think.
Oh no, wait,
Magearna's Gen 7 at this point.
Yeah, they're doing the Vulcanian thing.
Volcanion?
Yeah, Volcanion.
Yeah.
Yeah,
the Hoopa movie. That's what I wanted to watch.
That's what I want to see that too, but I heard it was kind of shitty. Even though it has every legendary in it.
Right, that's why I wanted to watch it.
I wanted to watch the Victini movie because I heard that Ash died again in that one.
Again?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's writing these Mashima?
Yeah. But wouldn't it be funny if he was?
But
well, you know he couldn't die in the actual first movie because that's when Pokemon was still under 4 kids.
Yeah.
Yeah. He actually did die in the Japanese release, and they just changed it to him turning into stone in the English release.
Mewtwo wasn't as much of a douche in the Japanese release, while still being a lot more of a douche because it was like, all right, world domination, and he's like, in the Japanese, he's like, nah, I'm gonna kill everybody, but I have a valid reason.
And then Mew's actually a giant fucking asshole too, because he's like, clones are fucking inferior. I'm gonna kill you. Like some shit. He's
and
like,
I'm like,
he's
bro, what?
I was like, First off, I didn't know Mew was capable of complex thoughts. I just thought he was a fucking cat.
I mean,
that's what you get for thinking. Maybe you're the cat.
Basically.
I mean, you see the post with like Mew in the Lucario movie with the spinning top, and he's like, look, dude, imagine Jesus just walking up to you and having a spinning top and be like, bro, check this out. Like, in that universe, Mew holds, like, I guess, a bit of that precedence. Because you got that weird gray area where which came first, the Arceus or the Mew?
Arceus.
Trick question. It was whatever Reshiram, Zekrom, and Kyurem were, like, when they were together. Lord knows what that is.
I thought Mew
something.
was the first Pokemon,
I think that dragon was a product of creation, though. He's a byproduct of, like, the whole creating humanity thing.
Why do they keep trying to make Pokemon gods? Remember when Pokemon were dogs and birds?
And palm trees?
Well, they kept trying to run up the... They're still palm trees, Brian.
I know.
Just taller.
Yeah, now they're really long palm trees.
Well, the thing is, it's like... They keep trying to one-up the legendaries. And now they're at the point where it's like... We just have to come up with new ideas altogether. Like,
I remember a YouTube video I saw. It's literally just an animated Pokemon show. It's like, guys, we need new ideas for legendary, and it's like the trainers from Diamond and Pearl. Like, we've literally caught this, and this, and it's like embodiment of human emotions, thought, life and death, whatever, yada yada yada.
Time, space, dimensions, creation.
It's like, what else do we go for? Isn't it simple? We go for God. No, we got him too. I love that one. I don't remember its name.
Arceus? Or the name of the person who put out the video?
No, just the name of the video in general.
Uh,
But funny story about me watching the C&C film. I was stuck in Firestone trying to get a new starter in my car because they had to order the part, and I ended up being in Firestone for like a
similar.
good 3.5 hours.
Oh, that was just a few months ago.
Yeah, that was like almost a year ago.
Yeah. The theme behind these legendaries now is alchemy.
Oh my god. Now we're gonna have chimeras.
No, you know what's better? Have you looked at the Ultra Beasts?
The hell
Yeah.
are those?
You notice how they look just like you got that jellyfish looking one who looks just like that young girl, and then
Yeah.
you got Ultra Beast Beauty who looks like Lusamine. The chimeras are already here, Shelly.
They're gonna have a John. They're gonna have a Shao Tucker Pokemon, and it's evil.
Nah, it would have to be a person.
No. It's gonna be Pokemon. It's gonna be evil.
They already got, who is it, Tapu Koko, whose name translates to Spirit Gorilla. And so everybody's already like, Harambe.
God, I'm so sick of that.
It was so funny when they like did that artwork because everybody thought it was legit, and my friend like Ryan, he flipped the fuck out because he thought it was real, and I did too. I was like, oh, I don't know what I should be looking at.
Okay. There's this elaborate post that I want to find. Because it's, oh my goodness, it's worth all the time in the world for me to find it. And I kind of want Stream to hear it too.
Yeah. I like how we started this with like 4 topics, and we've somehow managed to tangent and make this a full-length stream.
I told you at least 6 hours, man.
Okay, alright. I love this. Alright. Pokemon fan theory argues Sun and Moon will be the last games. Thank you, Smosh, for reposting this. Okay. So it's a series of text messages between these two people. And he's like, alright. I'm gonna see if I can get on screen share real quick. Pokemon fan theory argument. Your screen sharing present to everyone. Alright. Okay, so it's like, have you heard about the theory that Sun and Moon are going to be the last games?
Yeah.
They have these islands circle. The clouds resemble Lugia and Ho-Oh. You got this picture for them.
Yeah.
Might be a weird coincidence, but there's a lot more. You got Solgaleo, who represents the sun, but is still psychic. And then you have this picture from alchemy. And it's the process for making metal. You got this lion eating the sun.
Wait, making them Full Metal Alchemist?
Yeah. But the lion is called Azoth. In this picture, you got the lion swallowing a phoenix and entertaining the sun and moon.
Isn't Azoth the name of that guy, that king?
AZ, yeah, which could be short for Azoth. I'm going to get there. And it's like, you know what the phoenix is? It's Ho-Oh.
Yeah.
If you're wondering how Azoth connects, the machine that Team Flare wanted to use to destroy life was Project Azoth. And the king himself was probably named Azoth, and the, machine was named in reference to how he was about to body everything because he lost that, what was it?
That one Pokemon.
Yeah.
Because we let Ren die.
Yeah, you let Ren die. Okay, the ancient city where Magirna was created is called Azoth.
What the hell is that Pokemon?
That's Magirna.
It's an ancient gear.
Yeah. Ancient Gear Golem.
That shit looks like half a Pokeball.
it actually like locks into the top of Volcanion, like Gurren Lagann style. It
Oh,
does.
so it's a transformer and a mega. It's a Megazord.
Yeah. Okay. Greek god of alchemy was Elpheus. Name of the man who created Magirna, Elpheus, who also created the Chimera, who was a beast with the head of a bat, a lion, and a snake. You got Sugalio and Lunala. What about the snake? Well, you had X and Y that was legendary to represent Z. The snake is Zygarde.
Yeah.
Zygarde's final form was released along with another legendary, Tapu Koko.
Is that a legendary?
That is legendary.
Damn.
We're gonna get there. Perfect Zygarde, or Perfect Cell as I like to call it, got 4 colors, 2 shades of red, 2 shades of blue, XY, Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire, Xerneas Yveltal, Groudon Kyogre. But Tapu Koko, Alola is based on Hawaii, 4 islands, red, green, blue, yellow. Gen 1 games, taking it back where it was. Hawaiian culture, sun and moon represent a few things. Gold and silver, heart and soul. You kind of wrapping it back around.
Yeah.
Strict connection with Hawaiian culture. Then we get to Tapu Koko. Tapu means spirit, used to represent godlike creatures. Koko translates to gorilla. So they got the... Yeah. Literally, everything before it got to that point made perfect sense, though. And it still does.
And
because you got the Ultra Beast, because you got all these alchemic themes.
It all leads back to fucking Harambe.
Dude, they're just trying to do equivalent exchange.
Alright, I'm gonna stop screen sharing. Y'all quit looking at me.
It's okay, we already know your full name now.
Oh, dang, was that my blackboard?
No, we just saw George Holmes in your tabs on your Facebook.
I mean, they know me, unfortunately.
I mean, they just try to get up in his DMs.
If they were already on my YouTube, they know. Because, well, I did, like, awful cover videos in high school. I don't like to talk about it.
Yeah.
But, yeah. No, like, everything besides the obvious, yeah, fam. Definitely got me interested.
I mean, that's honestly, like, I know what to expect from Pokemon. And Sun and Moon
I
is
get to fight Asuna round 1.
For
sorry,
continuity's sake. Like, that's what's getting me interested in Sun and Moon. Like, I need to see where they take it from here. Because I know what Pokemon is, and I know what they're trying to do. I don't know. It's one of those things I have to see through to the end. Like Kingdom Hearts. Like, yeah. I love Kingdom Hearts. And I'm honest to God.
Someone I know a while ago.
Yeah?
Uh-huh.
No, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I was like, honest to God, like, after they finish, like, Kingdom Hearts 3 and, like, get through the Xehanort saga, like, I've told people, like, 1,000 times, like, I'm probably jumping ship because I don't think I can support it after that because they're going to be doing something new. And I'm already uncomfortable, or at least uneasy about the direction they're taking Kingdom Hearts.
Yeah.
So I think that 3 would be a good place to finally let it rest, for me.
I mean, that does end the Xehanort saga. At this point, you're just making Final Fantasy, and Lord knows you're not required to play every single one of those.
I mean,
for the love of God, don't play every single one of those.
You're talking to someone who's played almost every single one of those except one. I haven't played 11, George. That is
I mean,
that's it.
coming from somebody who's only played like 4 of them,
I will
how
say
did I not block that?
the only ones that I haven't finished are 3 and 12, and 14 if you really count that, but I don't.
I count it.
I count 14. It's got numbers.
Okay.
But yeah, no. I think someone I know was calling that alchemy might be a possible theme because they've gone through every moral and spiritual route between deities and embodiments. That they're like, all right, let's go for something man-made. Let's hit them at left field. It's kind of weird because with Alola,
let's hit him with that brotherhood.
yeah, with Alola and Hawaii, you want to think a lot of nature-based stuff, a lot like Hoenn was, but then they're like, but science, but man-made, but it's truly something. I kind of want to see what the plot to this game is more than anything, and what universe this exists in, because Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire proved multiverse theory, which I was kind of upset about, but whatever.
There's a multiverse in Pokemon.
There is.
Why? What could you have possibly needed a multiverse for in Pokemon?
Okay, so they explain it in Delta episode of Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire. Because Delta episode is you need to go to Sky Pillar, fight Zinnia, catch Rayquaza, stop this meteor that's headed to Earth.
You know
Zinnia
what
explains
pisses me off about that, real quick? Sorry to interrupt.
Christ. Go ahead.
The fact that I didn't know that you had a second chance to go catch motherfucking Deoxys, and I kept restarting my game over and over. It took me 5 days to catch him because I thought that I had to keep doing it over and over again.
You can take me all that.
Oh no! I would have given up on Deoxys after like 20 minutes.
But yeah, she talks about there's an instance in which the meteor doesn't come crashing towards the planet, and Hoenn isn't in danger in anything, and
it's the alternate universe.
What she's talking about is Vanilla Ruby Sapphire, where none of that happens and everything goes through as normal, and you don't use Mega Evolution. But it's apparently a pivotal point in this one, which leads people to believe that X and Y exist in this alternate universe, but that would retcon a lot of crap you see in X and Y.
Well, they have no trouble retconning shit.
Obviously.
It's Pokemon. They have to keep making new shit no matter what. At least Nomura, with Kingdom Hearts, can disguise some of his retcons. Barely, but he can disguise them really well, and you can okay, it's lore related, but Pokemon, it's just blatant in your face, we're doing this again.
Well, I mean, between the people who play the game who don't have basic reading ability, and I say that between the youngins who play the game who don't pay attention to story, and the people who literally pick it up and immediately start breeding their perfect competitive teams, they kind of question who actually pays attention to story to begin with. So it wouldn't surprise me if this was just a test to see who's listening. People don't play Pokemon like they used to. At least the majority don't.
It's true.
I still enjoy the story, despite wanting more to breed insane combinations of mons. I wrote some fan fiction in my time.
Oh, I used to write some kind of fan fiction, but that's it.
Not the poor kind, just here's my OC Donut Steel. Here are his friends. and this was the Sinnoh League. And Sinnoh League being like a fictional personification of all of us playing Gen 4 games together.
Mm.
It was kind of cool. Whoa, Isaiah, don't do that.
I really miss like the way I used to feel about Pokemon because it's definitely changed. X and Y was a great way to get me re-interested in the series because, and a lot of it had to do with their Pokedex. I really think because that was the biggest like regional Pokedex I've ever fucking seen in my life.
Which one?
And the X and Y decks, like the regional decks.
Really?
Yeah, that was a huge Pokedex.
What all they have? I don't remember numbers off the top of my head, so I'm like...
I'm not talking about like just the X and Y, like the new Pokemon. Like I'm talking about like every Pokemon that you could find. They had like everything like across every single gen.
I know what you mean by regional decks, but I wanted
like,
a number.
I don't know what the number is, but I think it was like in the 400s or 300s. Like how many Pokemon you could catch, if I'm off the top of my head, like guesstimating. But like you could basically make your own dream team like immediately, and then they have the Gen 1 starters that you got too on top of like your X and Y starters.
They ain't have they ain't have my boy Typhlosion.
I mean, you could get him though, eventually.
I mean, by that logic, you can get anything.
That's true.
Yeah, this is why I asked. Kalos Pokedex goes to... This is weird. Okay, there we go. It's split up. I was like, bro, what? But there's like different numbers in regional, different numbers in like mountain, coastal. 457.
I mean, that's still big though.
Yeah. Oh no, I wasn't saying like, oh, that's small compared to so and so. It is the largest one.
Yeah.
I just wanted the number for reference purposes.
Yeah, I just
I'm also really feeling it.
this actually started on a choppy translation. I'm trying to find a way to tie this back in somehow because we've gone off the deep end.
The anime, I guess.
Yeah, that's it.
CNN has gone off the deep end.
I could have told you that.
I don't know.
They're all in an uproar about Trump.
Why?
About him wanting to grab someone by the pussy?
Yeah.
That'd be pretty hard to do, all things considered.
I mean,
I don't think it's that hard, bro. I mean, you just kind of... I'm gonna stop.
Yeah, just don't go there because I was
yeah,
I was thinking
say,
of
bro,
like,
we still on. Like, don't none of that.
I was like, I hope he doesn't try and justify what he just said. And then you started because I gave you a chance to.
I was like, well, he gave me a chance to.
I was like, please don't take the. I was like, Shelly, I want you to take the bait, but I really don't want you to take the bait. What have we wrought?
When you burst just right.
I know, like, as far as shitty translations go, like, I really do think that, like, that takes away the enjoyment for, at least for hardcore gamers, like, who have been, like, exposed to Japanese tropes. Because this is really only a thing for JRPGs and, like, other Japanese-esque games that we have, right?
One would think.
One would think.
Berserk Muso got hit.
Got hit with what?
So, regional differences include more violence for the Japanese version but more sexual content for the NTSC version.
For the North American one?
Yeah. So ours.
Wait.
Yeah.
Ours probably has titties. That makes sense.
But the
That's
violence
weird.
won't be as gritty. Adversely, like their violence is gonna be gritty, but not a lot of ooh girl.
How gritty could a Muso game get with their violence?
I mean, it's a Berserk Muso.
But still.
Have you seen the trailers for it?
I mean,
it gets pretty intense.
I've been seeing.
It doesn't matter. It's still a Muso game. They disappear after 10 seconds.
Also, we're talking cutscenes too.
It's not that I don't disagree with you. It's just that some stuff was probably done to it to like keep it true to that Berserk nature outside of it being a Muso.
What they probably did, it probably has to do with like the in-game cutscenes that have to do with like the eclipse and other shit like that. Like when he's chopping off his own fucking arm. Like they probably toned that down. It probably doesn't have anything to do with gameplay. It's just probably in-game cutscenes of what they use from the movies and shit like that.
Very possible. I'm going off of what was told to me by Justin, and
because I honestly have not seen shit of that. No, I haven't seen that reported yet. So
nobody else whacks into Berserk like that guy.
But do you think that's funny? How somehow America has more sexuality in Berserk than Japan does? When Japan's more comfortable with sexuality.
I think they're trying to push envelopes in regions, actually.
That's weird.
That's what it sounds like to me. Like, what if it was some kind of weird social experiment?
Americans don't like social experiments.
I mean, obviously. Because, remember that time one of the Sprouse twins had a Tumblr?
Oh, God.
No.
Yeah, I like to forget too, man. It's fine.
What did Zach and Cody ever do to you?
I mean, nothing. They were just fine the way they were. Funny as shit. Still funny as shit. They should be comedians.
One of them was like, I think it was Sprouse. He was like, it could be worse. We could have a Disney singing career. You owe us. You're welcome. Because Lord knows everybody in Disney has a singing career. Oh, now I get to pound Kirito's face in. Let's go.
Nice.
I mean, not much of a career, just more of a singing hobby.
I'm gonna body this swordsman dude.
Oh no, I'm still waiting on more Girl Meets World.
I saw a couple episodes of that. I was like, yeah, fam.
The second and third season are definitely better than the first.
What am I looking at now? National Pokedex? How did I get here? Now I remember. I need to watch those 2 new episodes of Generations before I clock out for the night.
Yeah.
One of them's about Silver. Like, Silver's my favorite rival.
I have to eventually finish out this season's anime because I still got like 2 shows that I need to finish. Because I already know what happens in Mob Psycho, but I'm not like in a rush to finish it.
I mean,
I do probably need to finish Sweetness and Lightning because I'm gonna forget about that show.
I know what happens in JoJo's. I'm still watching.
I mean, yeah, I haven't been watching JoJo since I read the manga. Like, I
that happens because that was me with Naruto. It was like,
yeah, that's what happened to me with Naruto too. Like, once I started reading, I was like, fucking sit through this shit. But no, what was I saying? Shit. With JoJo, I think the last thing I saw was like the first Sheer Heart Attack episode, and I haven't watched it since. Because that was a really good fight, and I was like, oh, hey, I want to watch that. Looks pretty cool.
They'd have brought back the Sevi Islands. Sorry. Sorry, I was.
I know. I got lost in thought. I get it.
Yeah. Well, no, I pulled up. I incidentally pulled up Pokemon Emerald in a Bulbapedia post, and I was like, "Hey, blah, 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 yeah, Emerald was cool." I wish they'd have brought back the Sevi Islands and Horus. I mean, don't get me wrong, I appreciated having a post game because that's more than Kalos could offer me. But I would like more post game.
I'm on Facebook. Must watch. Luke Cage's Mike Coulter brilliantly responds to fans upset he has a white wife.
They tried to do this to a rapper. They tried to say some stuff like he wasn't woke or something like that just because, like...
Man, I'd be so sick of black people doing that shit.
Either because, like, the person he was dating was white or the person he was dating was light-skinned. I'm like, they light-skinned, they still black. I don't see what the...
That's because light
people
skin
have
winning.
people have weird things when it comes to like skin color, even when they're similar. I never get it.
Well, yeah, it's because I judge you by the color of your skin.
Everybody judges people
It's
by
a
the
good
color of
thing
their
you're
skin.
black, Brian.
Boy, I fucking tell you. Like, it has saved me so many times, and it has also almost killed me just as many times. Oh, God.
Brian, you can stop now.
Yeah.
We all know who the cookies in this.
Yeah, we all know who the
Cookies and
fucking
cream
cream
bars
is. Fucking cream of the crop. The double. One day we're gonna have another white guy on this podcast, either as a guest or as a permanent resident, and I'm gonna call it fucking double stuffed. Thank you for getting it.
Well, Laura could have been here.
Could have, fam. Could have.
Never mind. If Laura was here, let's not call it double stuffed.
Yeah,
You're right.
That would have been weird.
Yeah.
Jeez, man.
Yeah. That reminds me, I was watching the Scream Queens, and Chanel No. 5 was talking about getting Eiffel Towered.
Oh,
It
goodness.
was fucking hilarious.
Chanel No. 3 is my favorite.
The one that's kind of like...
Yeah, you know,
Yeah.
she's, shit. Who's the girl who played Princess Leia again?
I don't fucking remember. Not Natalie Dormer.
I said not Princess Leia, yeah, Princess Leia.
I'm trying... Andrew...
Portman?
Not Natalie Portman. Fucking... Not Mariah Carey.
I confuse names. Carrie Fisher.
Carrie Fisher, that's what it is.
Yeah, Chanel No. 3, that's her daughter.
Damn.
Really?
Yeah.
Hey, is that black guy...
the earmuffs.
Yeah, that's why she always wears the earmuffs.
Is that black guy in the golf fraternity? Is he the guy from Game of Thrones? Is he Grey Worm?
No.
He looks like him. He sounds like him, too.
He doesn't have time to be on this show.
He's too busy getting killed off.
He's too busy thinking about Masande's. Nice.
R.R. Martin boys.
We have to do a top 10 hottest women of Game of Thrones.
I would love to do that sometime. Where we don't have to strictly be an anime and game podcast, even though that is our claim to fame. I say fame very loosely.
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel kind of famous.
I mean, I enjoy doing this. As soon as we get our own YouTube channel and start promoting our shit, we definitely can get going. And we could just start whoring out links to whoever wants to listen.
You're right, though.
Yeah. All right, I think we could call it a stream because it is midnight and plus 30 minutes.
Yeah, I got
after midnight.
Yeah, I gotta be up at 5:30.
Yeah.
I have to get right back up in the morning and stream Overwatch.
Yep.
You have to stream Overwatch?
Yeah,
It's
Saturday morning Tracer
Saturday morning
Bucks.
Tracer Bucks. Okay. Well, thank you guys for joining us again for this. It was going to be an impromptu stream that was going to be short, but we made it work, and we just gave you more content because we love you. Thanks for listening to the C&C Bros podcast. This has been Shelly, George, and Brian, and we love you all dearly. Have a great night.
All right, I got top billing.
Oh boy.